The Bugatti Chiron, a name that doesn't just represent speed, it defines it. When you hear it, you don't think of just a car. You think of a machine that bends the laws of physics, a piece of art sculpted with precision, and an engineering masterpiece that sits at the very top of the automotive food chain. Today, we're diving deep into the legend that changed the world of hypercars forever, the Bugatti Chiron. Imagine this: you're behind the wheel. The road ahead stretches like a ribbon into the horizon. You press your foot down, and in a fraction of a second, you're no longer driving, you're flying. The Bugatti Chiron takes you from 0 to 100 km per hour in under 2.5 seconds. And before you can blink twice, you're already at 300. This is not just power. This is control, refinement, and raw emotion fused together. Under that sleek body lies a monster. A massive 8.0-liter quad-turbocharged W16 engine that produces an unbelievable 1,500 horsepower and 1,600 Nm of torque. It's a powerplant so complex that each turbocharger is paired and staged to eliminate lag. Two small turbos spool up instantly, while two larger ones kick in at higher revs to keep the power surge continuous and relentless. The result: acceleration that feels endless. The Chiron doesn't just move, you feel it tearing through time. But the real magic of the Chiron isn't only in its numbers. It's in how it delivers that power. The all-wheel drive system, the 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, and the electronically controlled suspension work together like a symphony. Every gear change, every corner, every millimeter of movement feels deliberate. It's a car that demands respect, yet rewards you with a driving experience unlike anything else on Earth. Let's talk about design. The Bugatti Chiron is not just beautiful, it's iconic. The front horseshoe grille, the flowing C-shaped line on the side, the muscular stance, it's instantly recognizable. The aerodynamic shape is not just for show, every curve and surface has a purpose. Air is carefully guided around the car, through massive intakes, and over that active rear wing that adjusts itself depending on speed and braking. At high speeds, it acts as a stabilizer. Under braking, it transforms into an air brake, helping to slow down this beast with elegance and precision. The attention to detail is what makes the Chiron special. The interior feels like a blend of art and engineering. When you open the door, you're greeted by a cabin that smells of fine leather, polished aluminum, and craftsmanship. Every switch, every dial, and every stitch has been placed with purpose. The center console flows like a sculpture, housing controls that are both futuristic and timeless. There's no massive screen to distract you. Instead, Bugatti kept it pure, focused on driving. Because the Chiron isn't about gimmicks. It's about the connection between human and machine. Each Chiron is handcrafted in Molsheim, France. Skilled artisans spend weeks perfecting every inch. Bugatti doesn't mass-produce cars, they build dreams. And with only 500 units planned for the entire production run, owning one isn't just about money, it's about entering a very exclusive world where luxury, speed, and legacy meet. Now, let's not forget the numbers that make this car a legend. The top speed of the Chiron is electronically limited to 420 km per hour, but it's capable of more. The Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus version broke records, crossing the 300 mph barrier with a top speed of 490 km per hour. That's faster than some small airplanes. It's a number that almost doesn't make sense until you realize that Bugatti isn't competing with anyone else, they're competing with themselves. But with great power comes great responsibility, and engineering challenges. The tires on the Chiron, made by Michelin, were specially developed to handle the extreme speeds. They were tested at aircraft facilities, spinning at over 4,000 rotations per minute, enduring forces that would destroy normal tires in seconds. The braking system, made of carbon ceramic discs with titanium calipers, is strong enough to bring the car to a stop from 400 km per hour in under 10 seconds. That's the kind of precision we're talking about. The Chiron isn't just about speed, it's about stability and comfort at those speeds. You can drive it on a racetrack or cruise through the city in complete refinement. The adaptive suspension adjusts automatically, the ride remains smooth, and the engine, despite its power, stays calm and controlled. It's a hypercar that doesn't punish you, it pampers you. Bugatti also offers several variants of the Chiron, each with its own character. The Chiron Sport, lighter and sharper for handling enthusiasts. The Chiron Pure Sport, tuned for agility and cornering. The Chiron Super Sport, built for top speed records. And the Chiron Noir and Devo editions, created for those who value exclusivity and design even more than numbers. Each one tells a different story, but all share the same heart, the legendary W16. Behind this car's creation is a vision that began with Ettore Bugatti, who believed that a car should be a perfect combination of art and technology. The Chiron carries that legacy forward. It's named after Louis Chiron, one of Bugatti's most successful racing drivers, who represented speed and excellence during the brand's golden age. The name isn't just symbolic, it's a tribute to Bugatti's heritage and its never-ending pursuit of perfection. Every time you see a Bugatti Chiron, you realize something. This isn't just a car for the road, it's a statement. A statement that human creativity, when combined with passion and precision, can create something that defies limitations. It's a masterpiece that proves speed can be beautiful, and beauty can be terrifyingly fast. Of course, all of this comes at a price. The Bugatti Chiron starts at around $3 million, and depending on customization, it can easily go beyond $5 or $6 million. But the people who buy a Chiron aren't just buying performance, they're buying history. They're buying something that represents the absolute peak of automotive engineering. When you look at the Bugatti Chiron, you realize it's more than a car. It's a reminder that perfection isn't a destination, it's a journey. Every time Bugatti builds a Chiron, they're not just making another hypercar, they're challenging what's possible. And maybe that's why it fascinates so many people. Because deep down, we all love to see limits being broken. We all love to see what happens when humans dream without boundaries. The Chiron isn't practical, it isn't ordinary, and that's exactly why it's extraordinary. In a world where electric power is taking over, the Bugatti Chiron stands as the final roar of the internal combustion era, the loudest, fastest, and most beautiful goodbye the world could ever get. And whether you see it parked silently under spotlights or tearing across a runway, one thing is certain, the Bugatti Chiron will forever remain the king of hypercars. If you enjoyed this deep look into one of the most incredible cars ever built, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more automotive legends brought to life. Because here, we don't just talk about cars, we talk about dreams on wheels.